We all have that one dream car. The car we grew up idolizing, obsessing over, playing in video games, and just wishing that one day we might just be lucky enough to sit in. We watch videos about it, look up pointless facts and details, all in an effort to feel closer to that dream. For every person, this car is different, but we all share that same feeling just thinking about it. The color, the spec, holding those keys in your hands. We all have that one car. And this is my dream car.
Apocalypse.
Welcome back to another Ross Review, everyone. You join me on a very special episode where today I get to review my dream car. This, of course, is a 2011 Nissan GTR, and I just got to stop and say a huge thank you to the owner, Jackson, for allowing me to review his pride and joy today. He's got an Instagram page. It's at Jackson Chow, so I'll leave a link for it in the description. Please check it out because he's got this. Now, I've also got to say a massive thank you to Sean and Marty over at Lee Young Automotives for organizing this whole day today. They're a fantastic group of guys to work with, really knowledgeable and friendly, and if you're after a car, I highly recommend it. So I'll leave a link for them in the description below as well. So yeah, let's go in and check out this Nissan GTR. Now, just starting at the front of the GTR, I gotta pop this bonnet straight away and show you this engine. This, of course, is where the heart of the beast lies. This is the VR38 DETT. It's a 3.8 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. It makes 530 horsepower and 451 pound-foot of torque. And yes, 0 to 60 times in this are in 2.7 seconds. That still blows my mind today, and this is such an impressive engine. Now, of course, this is the red top variant, so this is the facelifted version. So this had a lot of engine work done to it. Previous GTRs were making around 480 horsepower, so this did get a significant power increase. Now, just having a quick look around this GTR, this being a 2011, this was the facelifted version. So it had a revised front bumper, just looks really nice there. And then you come up on the bonnet, it's just got those two signature inlets here, functioning. They just look so good. And then, of course, you come down, you've got your GTR badge on the side here, functioning vents again down here. Everything on this car is built for the car. Every curve, every vent, this is all aerodynamics at its best to just keep this car planted at ridiculously high speeds. Now, the facelifted version as well got larger front rotors, so these things are just massive. They also got revised front wheels and tires, because this thing would just rip its tires off. It can turn that hard. Now, the owners put on an aftermarket set of wheels here. These are Ray's. They're a G25 forged wheel. Just look really nice. You come down, absolutely love this red color. Really suits the car. I don't see many in this red. Just coming down to the door, you've got these small little handles here that just sort of pop out. Opens right up. It's got a really nice solid weight to it. Just feels really well built. And again, just coming down, I just love this whole shape of the car. It's just got such a nice body line, and it just looks so good. Now, just coming to the back of the GTR, you've got this amazing spoiler up here. It's carbon fiber. Now this is actually a standard spoiler in the middle here, and the owner has just modified this, so he's added some pieces on here, down at the bottom, and also on the top, just to raise it up and give it a bit more character, and I think it looks really nice. You come down, 4 circular brake lights. All Skyline GTRs have these. They're just the most iconic tail lights in the world. This as well, being the facelift, had an upgraded diffuser. Just looks so nice. Now, of course, this has a full catback exhaust system. It's a FI exhaust, and take a listen to this thing. It sounds ridiculous. Now, just inside the Nissan GTR, this thing is just like a spaceship. There's just gauges and carbon fiber, paddles, screens. It is just so cool, almost like being in a video game, and I just love it in here. You've just got huge center tachometer right in your face, right in the middle. This thing revs out to around 7,000, and man, does this thing just look good. You come down to the gear shifter here. Now, of course, these are all 6-speed automatic dual clutches, so you do only have the flappy paddle option to go into manual mode, and they are actually mounted to the column, as all cars should do. That is the proper way to do flappy paddles. The seats in here, very comfortable. I'm very surprised actually how nice and soft these are. They are less bolstered than I thought, but very, very comfortable. Beautiful leather and some suede sort of material in here. Just feels really nice. Now, this being the facelifted version, again, you get some nice sort of carbon fiber accents throughout the radio here, even on the Bose CD changer in here. Just, it looks very nice. Everything in here is just leather, super soft padded leather, very luxurious. Even on the dash, we've got, you know, beautiful leather up here. It's just all very, very nice. Now, the only sort of thing where you can date this car is sort of here. You've got a lot of buttons, analog gauges for the most part here as well, kind of date the car. But I, for one, like that. I love how this thing is so analog. You know, you've got the standard gauges in here. It just looks so cool. And really reminds you, you know, sort of like a video game or like, you know, a cockpit in a fighter jet or something. Now, just coming down the center here, you've got this nice screen at the top. It's a touch screen, and this thing just has so much info displayed throughout it. You've just got countless screens to go through, telling you just about everything about this engine, about this car, all your pressures, boost, your G-forces, coolant temperatures, engine temperatures, just about anything you can think of, it's in here. And I just love the graphics as well. They're just very Gran Turismo style, and it's just so, so cool. But enough about in here. Let's get this thing out on the road and see how this thing actually drives. Alright, so driving this 2011 Nissan GTR, this thing is just so cool. The sound this thing makes, the motor's going, the gears changing, the exhaust screaming. This thing just makes so many awesome sounds. So I've just got it in comfort mode, just in auto, and I gotta say, this thing feels pretty livable. You know, you hear the odd clunk and you know, the gear changing and that, but I kind of like that mechanical feel, and it's fairly comfortable in here. You know, the seats are so comfortable. I just can't get over how like soft and plush these things are. The seating position is excellent. The wheel is excellent. Just driving position, everything in this car is just perfectly refined, and you can really tell that Nissan took their time with this car. This thing is just, it's just insanity. And the exhaust system that's been put on this car, it's just, it sounds so good. So good. Sitting in this car, the wheel in front of me, the Gran Turismo style gauges, the carbon fiber, that sound. We're starting in second gear here, mind you, at about 30k an hour. Wow. And to be fair on the car, that wasn't even close to its potential. And wow, this is a rocket ship. This is a rocket ship built for the road. Oh, this car is like, this car just eggs you on to go fast. This is the car that broke Jeremy Clarkson's goddamn neck.
My neck's just gone. .7 seconds.
2.7 seconds. 2.7 seconds. Oh! This thing just sounds so ridiculous. This is the most amazing car I've ever been in. Easily the best car on the channel, and this has lived up 100% to my expectations, and I could not be more satisfied driving this car. Oh, it is amazing how good this actually is, and it just lives up to everything, lives up to all the hype. Every good thing that's ever been said about this thing is true, and this is just the best car ever. And I just can't get the steering, like the weight of the wheel is so heavy. It's got this really nice heavy feel to it, and like the instant you turn this, it's just like neck snapping, as Jeremy Clarkson experienced.
My neck's just gone.
And oh, it's just like, it really does boggle the mind how well put together this thing is. I know previously I've said the R32 GTR is my favorite Skyline ever. This isn't technically a Skyline. This is just a GTR, and this is my all-time favorite car. I'll tell you that right now. I highly doubt there's anything out there that will win me over this. I don't think it's possible. Really don't think it's possible. I've previously stated, and I've still stated this recently, that the Focus RS MK2 was the most fun car I've ever driven. Well, move over, because the GTR has just taken that place. This is the most fun car I've ever driven. And even though it's not a true manual, this thing is just so engaging. It's just so mechanical, and just everything about it is so well thought out, so well designed. You just can't not smile the whole time you drive this thing. This is one of the cars that is truly worth the price tag. This is definitely worth the price tag that it costs. You know, a lot of Ferraris and Lamborghinis, you know, they're all amazing cars and, you know, everything, but this thing right here will blow the doors off just about any of those, and it's like a quarter of the price. Like, even if you go for the Nismo version, it's still like half the price of most of those cars. You know, this is just an amazing car, and in all honesty, even though this has gotten a lot more expensive, after driving this car is still a bit of a bargain, I gotta say. Even at the price tag it is, this car is still a bit of a bargain. Alright everyone, I'm going to finish the video off here today. Huge thanks to the owner Jackson for allowing me to take out his Nissan GTR. This is my dream car, and for him to trust me to review it and take it out for a drive today, I honestly can't thank him enough. So please remember to check out his Instagram page. It's @JacksonChow. I'll leave a link for it in the description below. So a massive thank you again goes out to Sean and Marty at the Lee Young Automotive Group for organizing this today. So please, again, a link will be in the description below. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. This thing was just an absolute monster, lived up to my dreams, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Please hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm so jealous of you right now. You get to take this home. I'm like, no. Oh man.